to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast Ready O2 Arena. I'm joined by Alfie Warren, who's got some big news actually, revealed it last night. New shows for yourself on December 2nd. It's the 4th instalment of Casey Kademi v Ijaz Ahmed. Just talk to me about making this fight, Alfie.
Oh, well, do you know what? I'm sick to death of it, to be honest with you. But it's a fight that's been ordered by the board. We've got to go ahead with it, you know, with our man Casey, and we have to come to a conclusion to this saga. It's just been, honestly, the first fight I think was when we was in lockdown. That was behind closed doors. That's how long. And Casey, this had been his 4th fight in a row with Ijaz. No other fights. That's it. So, you know, we could have waited till next year. You know, we went up to Frank and discussed about putting it on the shows. Obviously, we know that there's schedule's completely hectic at the moment, but to be honest with you, we wanted to get it done straight away. So, you know, we all come to an agreement ourselves, Ijaz manager Errol, and we, you know what, we just decided to put it on December the 2nd. We don't want to see it dragged out too much longer, and I just want to put this to bed now. And I'll tell you what, if it's another draw, I think I'm just going to have to get in there and bash a pair of them up myself. I swear to God, it's just been, it's just been draining. And I just feel so sorry for Casey, because I truly believe, you know, the second fight, I thought was close. I still thought he won it. I thought he won it clearly, the third fight. And you've got to remember, the first fight was behind closed doors. The other 2 fights, one was in Birmingham, one was in Telford. This is going to be a whole new ball game now. This is at your call as well. So we know that Casey sells big, and he's going to have an army there. Everyone's going to be on top of it, and I think you're going to see an even better performance now. He should listen. He knows he should have beaten Ahmed anyway. But you know, I think that one fighter as their bogeyman, and I think Ahmed is that bogeyman sort of thing. So you know, because I honestly, I truly believe that he's a class above, but you know, I just think he doesn't. He just lets Ahmed fight his fight where he should do, because he's a great boxer, Casey, and he should have been boxing him, but he gets drawn into it. The last time he stuck to instructions with his new trainer, with Richard, and I thought he won clearly, but it's got to come to a head now, and you know, we've got to see a winner.
Oh, for God's sakes, hopefully we do, because we don't want a 5th fight.
I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it.
One thing I will say though, the fights have been very good. They've been TV fights,
Yeah.
So that's one positive. It can't be a bad fight, this 4th fight.
No, it can't. I think these two, you know, could fight each other 10 times over, and it'd be entertaining all the time. But I don't want them fighting 10 times over again. So let's just, we've got to put it to bed. But it's going to be a fantastic night at York Hall on the eve of, you know, Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora. So we've got our man Jack McGowan, who's on a hot streak, fighting for the Central Area title there, and we've got some of our prospects, Amakiani, our new signing, who's red hot, very, very popular. We've got making his debut as well, Team GB member Courtney Bennett, heavyweight, and we're very, very excited about him. Donnell Smith, who manages him, you know, very, very highly praised, and he's very highly praised around the industry. We've also got our signings, Josh Nelson, and a few others on there. So we've got a stacked card there, and we're looking for a packed house. You'll call, no doubt it's going to be packed anyway, especially with the support some of these guys have got anyway. And what a great show to have before the eve of the big one.
Absolutely. Alfie, how would you assess Warren Boxing Management's year this year, and just tell us a little bit about the plans for 2023?
Been a fantastic year, you know. Made some huge signings. We partnered up with Mark Nielsen, Nielsen Boxing, which has been fantastic. We made our TV debut on Box Nation. That was on the eve of Dillian White and Tyson Fury as well. So, and that was a special night. So I'm hoping this will be a special night. But we're going from strength to strength Really, we've not been about that long, and we're making some fantastic signings. You know, we're getting promotional deals for guys. We're steering them in the right directions. We're getting our guys title shots. So you know, there's been a few. I think the most challenging thing was COVID, and we really tried to, you know, push our guys out there when there was no shows, and it was a nightmare sometimes because you know we had shows which we was doing with Mo Pryor, which is the show that we're actually doing the Kademi and Ahmed fight on, and when we was doing them, it, you know, one failed COVID test, especially on those small hall ones with no TV money. You know, we had to cancel the whole shows. Some fighters got frustrated, and some fighters are impatient. And you know, we said to them at the end of it, you know, listen, you're not happy with us, go elsewhere. But you know, we believe that we can do the job for you. And I look at some of those fighters that have lost patience with us and left us. They've not done much, and we've seen some of our fighters go on from strength to strength. But you know, we've unearthed some great talent. Jack McGann, really, I mean, the year he's had is unbelievable, and he's really making a name for himself now. You know, he was signed previously to Frank through COVID and all that. He's not with Frank anymore, but that break that he had in between that, he's come back and he looks a completely different animal, and he's being trained by Martin Murray now, and he's just going from strength to strength. And you know, all the guys that we've got with BT, you know, Masood Abdullah, Adam Mohammed, they've had fantastic years. James Hennigan, who's going to be out on Frank's Deborah show again, he had a fantastic win on the Joyce undercard as well, stopping Rod Douglas Jr. And yeah, like all the other guys, we've got such a packed stable now. There's too much to mention. We just signed Joe Fitzpatrick, who's just been announced now that he's going to be fighting on Michael Conlan's undercard as well. So you know, we're getting these guys opportunities, and you know, we're not quite there yet, because I think about it that we were signing most of these guys when they was on their professional debuts. So we've never had them. So we've had a good 2, maybe 3 years of nurturing these guys. Excuse me, and getting them to where they've got to be. And you know, we've had guys that have renewed their contracts with us: James Hennigan, Billy Underwood, and Jack McGann, all this year. So they've renewed their manager's agreement with us. So we're in good shape at the moment, and you know, this is the stage where I want these guys to be, and this is the stage where we're going to take them anyway. And it's great that they've shown their faith in us, but we're working great. You know, it's not just me; it's me and my brothers that do this, and we're working fantastic as a team, a great unit, and we're getting them out regularly with Mark Nilsson's and that partnership. Like I just said earlier, it's really fantastic, and we've got some big plans in the pipeline with Mark and the boys going forward, and you know, it's looking good. But we're just going to be quietly doing our thing, and hopefully, you know, we'll be getting the recognition that we deserve.
I'm sure you will in good time. Alfie, just before I let you go quickly, your uncle's received a little bit of criticism about matching Fury and Chisora up together. So just as a response, how would you defend that matchup between Fury and Chisora?
Well, listen, it's not the fight that I would want to have seen, but he does make a good point that, I mean, who is there available at the moment? Tyson wants to fight in December. You know, Frank is Tyson's promoter. He said to Frank, I want to fight in December before the big one. Listen, we all know that he wanted to fight Usyk, and he did want to fight Joshua. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone knows Usyk was injured and he couldn't fight till March, and people are just going to have their opinions on Joshua and the Fury situation. You know, I know exactly why that happened as well, why the fight fell through, and I know that who's to blame for the fight falling through. But you know, it doesn't matter what you say. People are just going to have different opinions of what happened. But in regards to this fight, it is a hard sell. But you've got to think about it. Tyson Fury's a mega star now, and really, I think that people are just going to turn out to see Tyson Fury. Really, no matter who he fights, and you know, he in his defence, he always did say to Derek Chisora that he wanted a trilogy fight with him. So, you know, you can say he's a man of his word. Listen, he promised it. And I remember, what was an interview the other day that he said that there was 4 fights he wanted before. Dillian White, Joshua, Usyk, and Chisora. Well, he's halfway there now. So there you go. That's just what he wants to do. But at this moment in time now, it is the Tyson Fury show now, isn't it? I don't think that it makes a difference who he fights there. People just want to come and see. He puts on the, you know, you've been there before anyway. I remember, you know, Windsor Park when he fought Frampton. It's supposed to be Frampton's night. He almost upstaged Frampton that night, like with the ring walks, everything. Everyone just listen. Everyone loves him. He's a massive star. He is the biggest British boxing star in the world. I don't care. Maybe even the biggest boxing star in the world. So, yeah. Well, I think it'll be competitive. Not really, but I think that Derek will come and have a go. And that's the one thing you can say about him is that he does kind of a go. But listen, it is what it is. He wanted to be out in December. He asked Frank to get him out in December, and Frank delivered it for him. So, what more can you say?
Alfie Warren, thank you very much for your time on IFL TV. Best of luck with the show on December 2nd. And yeah, we'll speak soon, hopefully, all right?
Thank you very much. Cheers.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.